Uh,
Craig?
Oh my
Craig.
god, don't tell Chad.
It's been so long, I know. Don't tell Chad. When Chad's not here, we have Craig.
He can't hurt you now, Craig.
Can't hurt you, Craig.
He can't Craig you now. Hurt.
All right. So a little bit of a primer, just to get everyone sort of caught up to speed. So this game, being another, primer game, prequel game, our game today taking place before the party would own their mobile meadery. This session taking place during the, years of them traveling around in, various numbers and forms, doing all sorts of jobs, tasks, quests, and contracts, all in hopes to eventually gain enough gold, together to eventually fund the crafting of the mobile meadery. For a timeline purposes, we'll say today's game takes place, at some point after our last sort of primer game, where you guys went and helped the town with the strange, what ended up being like a candy hag, a gingerbread hag that was out in the woods that you guys put down. Again, that being just one of the many and probably several strange and daunting jobs that the group will take up during this extended period of time. And our session today will open on a cemetery located in the southern section of the High Forest. This cemetery being perfectly lit from the midday sun hanging overhead. The nearly cloudless sky would let sun fall across the many headstones that would take up our scene. At the heart of this place would rest a massive, natural bonsai-style tree. Its dense, peach-colored leaves would sway in the gentle breeze. As we pan back, we would see the area would feature several of these smaller trees of a similar bonsai-like form and coloring to their leafage, but none of them would be as grand as that large central tree. Near the base of the tree, we would see a feminine figure that would have bark covering most of her body, her size being dramatically increased as most of her limbs have been overtaken by this bark exterior. Her left hand being entirely made of oversized vines and roots that would twist out, extending. This unearthly looking figure would be staring at the massive tree's trunk, while being in the midst of what we would acknowledge to be a bit of an evil villain monologue directed right at the tree. Listen here, Dryad. I require your power for the next phase of my plan. Please, don't make me tear apart this beautiful tree to get to you. I've come so far and will not be stopped in restoring the green as the dominant force throughout this world. You, of all creatures, should understand the necessary sacrifice you must make. Our sight drifting back, as we would see a group of heroes rushing into the cemetery. After previous conflicts with this entity, the future owners of the mobile meadery have finally caught up with their target, the Blightbringer finally being discovered, just before she could enact the next phase of her scheme. For a bit of a visual, before we get to you guys, first let's move our maps here, let you guys get a sense of what you're looking at.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a lot brighter than I was expecting.
And then here is our handout for the Blightbringer herself.
Yo.
What that arm do?
As we see our party come into the scene, having a better view of our map, First, let's go ahead and bring our tokens out here and sort of
Down at
position
the-
our party where they would sort of run up to here in this kind of like almost like cutscene like moment. And then once we're all positioned, maybe we'll go around and do some character introductions as everyone gets their own little cinematic moment here in the cutscene.
I love it. I love it.
There we are.
Is everyone's tokens working correctly?
Yeah, that is fair. Make sure they're moving around and everything's working. It's been a little bit since we've used these guys.
Do I drag mine? Oh,
Yeah, you can just like drag it from your
what?
like instead of just clicking on your name to open your bio, you just like drag your name over.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we've got 2 white-haired elves in this party.
Our other not being present currently. Same with Beans. They're off on their own mission, getting some gold for the collective fund.
You and Gordon like brothers?
As our party runs up, who would like to introduce their character first here?
I can go first. Shaklar is a big, broad-shouldered half-orc with green skin like polished stone and a constant toothy grin that makes him look both friendly and slightly up to something. His black hair is messy, and he's got a wild beard that makes him look like he just came out of a long training session, which he probably did. His arms are wrapped in old cloth bandages, and his hands are tough from years of punching things, mostly for justice, but sometimes for fun. He wears a red tunic that's a little worn around the edges and a dark green belt tied around his waist. Over one shoulder, he carries a big wooden gourd. It might be a weapon or just something that he drinks out of. No one really knows for sure. He usually stands with one hand raised in peace and the other ready to punch just in case. He has bright green eyes full of energy and a goofy charm, like someone who would sell you a shiny pebble and really believe it brings good luck.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. I'm seeing him towards the front of our little cluster here. Panning around. Who would we see next?
I can go next.
The Bash
Much
Bros.
less-
up front.
Yeah, Bash Bros. Much less polished than that introduction, which I don't know fits him. Titus is an 8-foot minotaur. He's young and brash, and he punches first and thinks twice. Punches twice and thinks later, if anything. He got his fighting experience as a gladiator, so he's kind of full of himself a little bit, at least when it comes to fighting. He carries a couple of hand axes and a halberd, and he wears chainmail. He is not easy to miss. And yeah, I don't know. His temper is like swift, you know? Like he can go from being pissed at you to like having a great time and slapping on your back about a good joke you made if you play him right. a simple guy. Oh, and he's a bit of a foodie, and not like in a sophisticated way, in that he will literally try anything, and he'll probably like it.
Mhm.
What class is Titus again?
Titus is a fighter.
Fighter.
Grew up in the gladiator, bro. And then they were like, "Hey, we have this business opportunity, and we need some muscle." And he was like, "Food and travel and punching people? Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm there.
Just want to roll a 3d6 just for my background, if that's okay.
Hell yeah, mi amigo. Do your thing.
Illegal.
Just some of the things. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, cool. Just for my sheet.
I guess I'll go next. In the back, we've got Dexter Talon, aka Smash. He's a dragonborn bard. Brass-scaled dragonborn. He's a little on the short side. 4'5". Bright green eyes. He's 45 years old. Already kind of has that like slight bit of like old man smoker voice. Loves dressing up in leather. Always has his I need to come up with a better name for it, but it's essentially an electric guitar. But it's magic, so it's got all these little, stones and runes carved into it.
Your guitar of projection.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something
loot.
besides just magic guitar. Like,
I love
I
that.
don't know.
Your amplified loot.
Yeah.
He's very proud of it, even though he would claim that he made it himself. But yeah, I don't know if you can see through his lies. Maybe you can see the truth.
You got it on eBay.
But yeah, loves to start out his day with a whiskey if he can. That's Smash's way.
I love it. I love it.
I'll go. So Valus Thariel is a 120-year-old Eldoril elf, born of a noble house Thariel, and it was only through a lie, a misconception, a ruse, if you will, that I was recently kicked out of my house. The noble families do love to scheme. Typically, I am one of luxury and fine dining and having others wait upon me. However, in this time of exile, I've decided to find my roots, as it were. If I have to be exiled, I will make the best of a situation. And there's nothing more intoxicating than watching my group of rabble, and I include myself in this, rough housers, I shall say,
That's me.
dream about their station of a mobile meadery. My aesthetic is I hail from the Elderil hail from various seasons. Mine is winter, while some Elderil change their season often. I remain within the bounds of winter most the time, and my white hair and silvery complexion do make for a dashing character, if I do say so myself. Clothes are doffed in white, and many of my abilities are hailing from the winter as well. An ice guy, as we may delve into further. He's an ice guy.
Wait, what class?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Yes, of course. How could I possibly forget? I use a sling, one of the more ancient and archaic forms of combat. However, there's an elegance to it. There's a respect to my ancestors in it. And indeed, I use imbued stones and like to pack a wallop when not using my spells. The rolls that I made, funny enough, the ideal respect due to me because of my position, but all people, regardless of station, deserve to be treated with dignity. Fair enough, indeed. Bonds, my house's alliance with another's noble family must be sustained at all cost. And then the one unexpected flaw, thanks to the rolls, I have an insatiable desire for carnal pleasures. Great.
Oh, lovely.
We have
The dice tell a story.
So you'll fit right in here.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll have plenty of fun.
It's amazing. It's amazing. As we would see our party of 4 run up into the cemetery, charging up those front steps and coming into view of this long moss and dirt and grass covered pathway that would lead straight towards that massive tree here in the center. The figure at the base would turn to acknowledge our group as they would run in. You all have tangled with this figure in previous days, maybe in the past few weeks. You know above anything that the Blightbringer here is to be stopped at any means. She has already caused great damage to some of the local lords. You all are being paid quite the good amount of coin to bring it in to her. The Blightbringer acknowledging all of you as she would call out, "You all again. I refuse to be stopped." And she would raise her smaller hand. Nearby in the earth, mounds of root would begin to press up and through clumps of grass and that remaining earth remaining within, as you would see what looks like 4 mound hounds would emerge from the nearby earth. As let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Ah. Don't forget to put on your token first.
Dun.
All right, click my token first. That's right.
Here's some handouts for the Blight Hounds proper.
Oh,
Naughty boy. Damn, our initiative rolls suck.
all right. So we need Fuego.
If only I chose Burning Hands instead of Goddamn Charm.
Mine's a 13. Instead of what?
Oh, actually, I didn't even choose Charm. It was Mage Armor and
Oh,
Silvery
maybe I'm
Barbs.
mistaken.
Yeah.
You're an ice guy. Why would you have fire?
I know, but it was like AoE.
Oh, she got a 21.
Okay, good. I do still have that.
Well, she's ready to throw vines. Matt, mine's a 13, by the way.
Oh my
Yours is a 13 for sure.
21. What the fuck? Oh, did it just accidentally roll twice for you, Brace?
No, it didn't register my token the first time, even though I clicked on it.
Oh.
All right. The Blightbringer, on her turn, after summoning these Blight Hounds, would turn back to that large central tree and see her take a step closer to it, reaching out with her vine root arm. So it would latch around the base and would begin to press into its bark. Trying to crack it open, draw power. Who knows? But as she does that, the Blight Hounds will charge in. 5, 10, 15, 20. They will charge in at our close range folk. Let me get their sheets open here. There we go. As these boys do have pack tactics.
Yeah, I should have moved up one closer.
They're all gonna take some nibbles. We'll go 2 biting over onto you, Shaklar.
No.
And we will go 2 going over onto you, Titus.
Ugh,
16.
will hit.
Take 3 piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
Nom nom.
Save. 12.
12, maintaining. Second one on you.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
2 12.
Yes.
Oh, the
Hey.
second missing. Wait, let me finish color coding these guys as well while we're here. Beautiful. Over to Titus, the first one on you. 16?
It meets.
Ooh. As you take 3 piercing damage, I need a strength saving throw. Whoa, 22. Easy. Getting bit, but staying on your feet. The next one. Another 16.
Ugh, rude.
Less damage, minimum damage, 2 piercing damage, and 1 more strength saving throw. Easy enough. Getting bit, but managing to maintain. That will be the end of these wolves and the Blightbringer's turn. That will bring us over to Titus. Oh, I completely forgot. Did I post the music for us?
9.
No.
Did not. I did not. Here is our beautiful battle musics as the Blight Hounds charge in on our 2 melee friends here in the party. Blightbringer and doing some weird shit on that giant tree here in the cemetery.
And
Stop
who
curbing on the
paid?
tree.
Why are we dealing with this lady? Like, who paid us?
There is one of the lords nearby in this like super big keep. Essentially hired you guys to figure out why his crops and some of the local farmers were having problems growing it, and via a likely long series of events, it has now led you here to a final confrontation with this Blightbringer.
So we've been fighting her, right?
Yes. This is very much a known entity where it's like, there she is. We gotta end her here. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. I was like, man, whoever this is thinking really hard. Um. Okay. Okay, so how does... Okay, I want to click shove my way like past them. Let me see, do I have what it takes? So that's 5. So 80, 30, 60. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think Titus is locked in on like that we've been fighting this person forever and he's very frustrated by now. So he's gonna like shove his way past these dogs and he's gonna use his movement and his action to dash, which will only get him like 60 feet. But he'll use action surge to get another action, which he'll use to dash.
Ooh, for sure, for sure. Let me get some 2 attacks of opportunity real quick. Let's see. The first one. Natural 1 will miss from the first attack of opportunity, and a natural 2 for a 4 will miss.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dart
And you know what?
past-
I'm sorry. I'm going to take back the action surge, but I'm still running over there.
For sure, for sure.
So I'll move back.
So it's 5.
And
Then
then 6. Yeah, 55.
Ooh, how do you leave the anchor there?
you right click.
Sick.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that that's a feature.
Beautiful, beautiful. Saving the action surge. That was our action and movement. Any bonus action from Titus?
Oh, wait, I guess I haven't used a bonus action. So I can use my action surge to get another action to run up here. And then I can trigger my Goring Rush and still use it with the bonus action. I forgot I hadn't used it yet.
Correct. Correct, you can.
Oh.
So that was my plan. I just confused myself because I've been playing so many rogues.
Hell yeah.
So melee with horns. 20.
What is a dirty 20
Yo.
will hit the Blightbringer. Or
Jeez.
piercing. What does this look like from Titus? You gotta paint a picture with this.
It looks almost like a football play. He literally just like tucks his shoulder down, like charges through these dogs, like probably like throwing his arms out to the side. Because he hasn't even taken any attacks yet. So I don't think he even took out his weapon. I think we ran up here and we saw her turn around. These dogs came up and he was just like, oh, you're not getting away again. For all he knows, she's opening up that tree to try to like crawl away and disappear through stupid magic stuff he doesn't get. So he's got to get to her and like fucking nail her down. So he football shoves past these dogs and then just like heavy thuds, like charges forward and like head tilted down in that last like 10 feet, 20 feet. Right into her, I don't know, either side of her ribs or something.
Yeah, just making contact with the horns. Probably like rattling her as she has to like stabilize. I love it. I love it.
Let me double check I didn't accidentally trigger after you hit a creature with a melee attack as part of attack action. Okay, never mind. I think I'm
For
good.
sure.
Thank you.
That will close out Titus. That's going to bring us over to Smash here in the back. Watching your Minotaur companion shove past these Blight Hounds, charge towards the Blightbringer. And you and your 2 compatriots left here with these wolves.
I like to think I wasn't expecting that, and I'd like gone and pulled out my loot of amplification. And I'm about to give bardic inspiration to Titus, and he's gone. Oh,
Man.
Oh.
Oh my god, the music faded out right as you said, and he's gone.
gonna go to Shaq then. All right. Boing.
Not the boing.
I love it. I love it. Any
Boing, boing,
particular
boing.
flavor for the Bardic Inspo?
Just a little bit of a like, bing, bing.
Little riff.
And then there's the like sound waves of oh, what color did I think I was going with green, like his eyes. Yeah, just like sound waves of green sort of wrap around you. And then he's gonna position himself. Okay, this is an action. All right, just be careful there, Shaq. Takes in a deep breath, and he's gonna use a breath weapon.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So that should be not entirely. It's
I would say with that angle right there, I'd say you could hit 3 of them.
okay. I was
Say
like,
it
I
passes
don't want
through
to.
that
No,
guy.
I'm not sure how close I can get without hitting him.
They're definitely big, breathy weapons. Maybe like just cutting by Shaq, almost getting him.
Luckily,
Dude.
this one is a line, not a cone. Big difference.
We need a deck save, and what's our DC here for this guy?
Boy.
Oh, that is max damage.
As he just lets out this breath of fire that probably doesn't let out too often.
Yo.
Well, I mean, there's no point in me even making the save. They take double damage to fire, and even if they succeed, that would be 6. That would be still doubled to 12.
Yo.
As you would see Dex step off to the side, come around the corner. What does this look like?
Just takes in a deep breath as there's this red glowing fire, almost, like in the point where like his skin is expanding underneath the scales. If you could see a little bit peeking out under his like open vest leather vest. There's just this red glowing embers almost kind of spreading out on the skin as it like raises up through his neck, and then he just as a line shoots out, almost hitting the tree back here.
Just barely managing to skirt by it. You knew the range. This was all planned.
Maybe just like this little bit right there is on fire. I think that was like, okay, it's not quite. Definitely burned, scuffed up some of the graves.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Maybe a couple of patches of earth that may be caught and are kind of searing right now.
And then you like, as there's a few little extra fire bits that like shoot out as he coughs.
I love it. Solid action. You still got a little bit of movement and a bonus action left. Oh no, wait, you bonus action inspiration. That's right. So you got a little bit of movement left.
15 there. Yeah, we'll move up. What? You got this, Shaq.
Running nearby the still burning piles that now just like, shrubs and roots all mangled up in mud that are just quietly burning here in the stoned walkway. All right. It's going to move us from Smash over to Shaq, now with one of these Blight Hounds remaining.
Seeing Smash burn those to a crisp with his flame breath, I think that Shaq would go for an unarmed strike towards the last one standing. Ooh. Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
It's a D6, right?
Yeah, let me double check. It should be a... Yeah.
Okay. Ow!
Oh!
Oh! A 9 will miss.
we will spend a key point for flurry blows.
Hell yeah. This hound being freaked out after 3 of its comrades were taken out. It's just a little too skittish. Circling back with some extra strikes.
2 unarmed strikes. Okay.
Yep. 2 unarmed strikes for 1 of them key points.
13.
13 will hit.
Yay!
Nice.
8. Oh,
8.
this creature having exactly 8 hit points. How does Shaq take out this last Blighthound?
So I think like seeing the flame, like Shaq went in for like a quick punch to the dome on the Blighthound, but missed, and then did a spinning bat kick as it dodged and strikes it in the side of the jaw.
Oof.
As its jaw would give out, the root and vine breaking off, as you would see the rest of it falling into a crumpled heap, and now just looking like a large piece of raised earth here in the ground.
And then he would move his 50 feet while screaming,
50.
Lightbringer, you smell like moldy socks and bad decisions. Prepare for righteous reckoning.
Good one.
So you have 50 already?
50. Boom.
God damn.
And that will be Shaq's turn.
Solid turn, solid turn. Bringing us over to the last on our round here. Bringing us over to Valis. Valis?
Killer.
Valus.
Valis.
Killer. Blightbringer. Oh. You were why my caravan was destroyed. Gonna start moving my level 30. How I? What's that? 1, 2, 3, 30. This is killing me. Oh, boom. That's my 30 movement. You know what? Let's do another. I'll use my I'm gonna use my what's it called? My phase step.
Ooh, our phase step. What's our phase step look like?
Valus disappears in like a swirl of white mist as he disappears, and he'll jump forward another 30. Thank you. And let's see, how far does that put me from Queen Bitch? Let's see, 45. And so that's a bonus action. And
You still got an action.
Yeah. I'm kind of 60. Okay, 60 feet. Oh, and actually, that'll take me down to 1 phase step. Make sure I note that. We'll do scared if I dexterity saving throw, take 2d6. Scared if I ice knife, it'll hit our friend. Hit our boy Titus. I'll go ahead and just
I
do
can take it.
You can take it? All right. Ice knife. See how that goes.
Beautiful. Dex save.
Oh.
Can I silvery barb that?
Give me. Oh, you can. You can silvery barbs it. So we'll do. Let's take off 2 spell slots for me. Let me re-roll this for her.
God, what?
20. Still succeed.
But I can still choose to give it the advantage to someone else.
You can. You can.
Okay. I'll throw it to Titus.
Ooh.
Woo! Advantage on next attack, is that what it is?
Yeah. Or ability check or saving throw.
Okay, whatever happens first.
I am not even close.
Yeah.
Let me do this real quick. So I think the first damage you should get to roll to hit. So I may have set it up wrong.
Oh, copy.
Let me see here. Yeah. Try casting Ice Knife one more time for me, just to see if it hits.
Would you prefer I do it from the main sheet page or the spell list?
I think you have to do it from the main sheet page, from
Mhm.
your like attack options, in order to get the roll for it. Oh, a 9 will miss.
Mm.
And let's see, is it half damage to 5 feet?
On hit, the target takes 1d6. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes the target and each creature within 5.
Okay, so it doesn't take any of the cold damage, but I do need Titus. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
And I guess this could have the advantage.
Yeah,
That
I
is
guess
true.
that's true, huh? If you gave it to me.
Yeah, very true. Oh, good
Aha!
thing. Good
Yeah.
All
thing
that
you.
to do nothing. Great.
That's magic.
Solid round, solid round. You got yourself all the way up here. Still got some sorcery points, spell slots at the ready. I think that's all of our actions and bits for Valus.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. It's bonus step for the
Bonus
Misty.
action and reaction.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
All right. That will close out this round of combat here. Oh wait, no. What does our spell work look like? You cast so many spells. I totally didn't even think
Oh.
about asking.
white
What's
Yeah,
bits
let's
for
give
the
us some
spread.
visuals.
That's right. That's right.
Stop yelling at me. Yeah, so Ice Knife. So the way Valus actually conjures his spell, he wears a menagerie of different rings on each finger, and they're all based on noble houses and lineage and history. And so the way Valus conducts his spells, basically, it's a mini arcane foci between his fingers, and different combinations yield different spells. And so in like a hand twisting into a sort of like a sideways Kamehameha, that's how the ice knife would then protrude out of Valus's hands. After you kind of, if you were really close and could if watch it slowed down 10 times, you would kind of see my fingers like as if playing an instrument, wiggle in a very specific way that makes the light, the silvery shine, bounce between each finger first in the correct combination to achieve said ice knife, said spell. That said, I think the silvery barb would be one hand in like a kind of like a middle finger, left hand, middle finger, and thumb snap to then carry out that effect. So he's all about fast hand movements.
I love it. I love it. Everyone say bye, Benny's stepping out. We love your face, boo.
Bye, baby.
Love your face.
Get well
Yes,
soon.
get to feeling better.
Bye, homie.
Bye.
All right. Valus throwing down some spell work here. That will close out this round, bringing us back to the Blightbringer. At the top of her round, we'll go ahead and roll us a d4. As we would see 2 more of these blight hounds raise up from the ground. And we'll go ahead and mark these guys as well, that way we can keep track of which one is what. She would turn back, seeing all of you coming up, acknowledging the blow Titus landed. She would raise up her smaller hand. Two more of the Blight Hounds pulling from the nearby earth. Wooden, sharp teeth at the ready. The Blightbringer looking at all of you. Well, I suppose you all must die. The first sacrifice to the green. As she will take her long vined hand away from the trunk, removing it from that sort of grip it was getting. And she's going to... What does she do? Oh, no, that's not her sheet. That's the handout. I need her sheet. She'll start with a scythe swing on you, Titus. Let me make sure I don't have advantage. Advantage Corey. Beautiful. Does a 12 hit? Whew. As you would see this vined arm lash out. Not landing. What range is the... Oh, 90 feet. Sick.
Not sick.
I think she's going to take a shot with her Blight Bolt over towards you, Valus. As she would sort of scream out, "How dare you think you are worthy of even speaking to me?" As from her smaller hand, sickly green magic would be conjured. She will launch a Blight Bolt your way. A natural 1.
Nice.
Whew. Managing to evade the shot as it would just go by.
Hold your tongue or I'll cut it out myself.
That will be the end of her turn, as the hounds do not get to do anything when being summoned. That will bring us over to Titus.
Alrighty. I guess he'll pull out his maul. All this stuff is on his back. He is so loud when he walks around, like ching ching ching. But he sort of like dodged out of the way, like kind of ducked, and then his hand goes up. He's surprisingly dexterous for like a gigantic man with all this armor on, and grasps his maul and gives that a swing. Um, 21.
21 will hit.
And then I want to use my bonus action to try to follow up with a hammering horns.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, hell yeah. Strength saving throw DC 8 plus proficiency. What's your strength at the moment? Your strength modifier?
3.
3, so DC's a 13 to not be pushed.
And he would have, I guess, if he's pushing away from him, it would have been like this way.
An 11. Whew. And you said she's going like this way?
Yeah.
So you got 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet. What does this look like from Titus as you move over and land this blow?
I think he's just annoyed that she tried to hit him and this whole situation. Like, I can imagine he has a lot of pent-up frustration chasing this person down. Like, fight me! God damn it! Focus on me! Fight me! So he just kind of like ducks to the side and he bucks his head up Just like almost like he plants his hands like flat with the halberd, like flat on the ground, and he like bucks his head up into her. Maybe catches her like just above the hips or under the ribs. It's a little hard for me to visualize how big she is.
Fair. That's fair.
Also, she wants this tree, and so he wants her to not have this tree. You want that? You can't have that. Fuck you. You don't get that. General rule of thumb: if the enemy wants it, I don't want that. Let's see. So that
You're
was
the opposite.
action and bonus action.
You're like the opposite of love that for you.
Yeah. I don't know if I should stay on top of her or. I don't know. I guess he will. Gonna keep him close. And I think that'll be it.
All right. All right. So we'll close out Titus here. Bring us back over to the back line. Smash. What are we looking to do?
I gotta run up. I got little legs.
Like, Valus would be like, got any more of that fire?
It's kind of a one-time thing.
It was good though. That was clutch.
That was huge.
He's gonna run up here. There's so much running. And then he's gonna strum on that. Maybe he calls it the axe, even though it doesn't quite look like an axe.
That's fun.
But he strums on it again. I nailed down the visuals of it. It's got where the screws would like screw down each string, each of the 5 strings. There's like the screw head is a little bit bigger, and it has each one has a corresponding rune to a stone that's at the bottom of like where the strings would be.
Ooh.
And as he strums each string, the stone and that little nail head, light up.
Oh, that's cool. That's like your activation process is like the rhythm and melody and the sequence of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That's awesome.
You're
That's
my
awesome.
guitar hero. Using that bardic my way. Thank you.
I actually, how far is it? 60 feet? Okay, let me see how far I can go before.
I'm just kidding. Make your own choice. But
No, because like if I could get to you, I was actually kind of wanting to do you, but I wasn't sure.
My guy.
Just in range.
Yeah. We're gonna send that Titus's way.
That's
I
his
love
stage name, Justin Range.
That's pretty good because he's a minotaur. It feels right.
It's pretty good.
Once again, those green sound waves shooting out from my axe, wrapping, enveloping Titus, invigorating you even.
Well, now you're fucked.
No one else is really seriously hurt, huh?
I've taken 5. That's it.
The only. Okay. That's fine.
And
We'll attack instead.
Killer.
That is also 60. So within range. Cool. He's gonna, instead of strumming this time, he's gonna lift up what would it be? The opposite end of the lute, the head.
Sure.
Like what the pegs are?
Yeah, where you would actually tune it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call that.
You can call it just the top for now.
The pegs.
But he brings the
The
top of the
headstock.
loot up towards his mouth, and there's like another stone on the back there, and he traces his fingers along the rune as it like lights up and activates, and he pulls it to his mouth, kind of like a mic. As he goes, and he starts speaking inaudibly into it, but he's casting dissonant whispers.
Whispers.
He whispered
A
to the
peg
nut.
box.
And technically,
Yeah,
it's part
the-
of the neck. So, yeah.
It's like at the base of the peg box and where the nut is.
I guess.
A
9.
9 will fail.
Nice.
It will take
Be
the
dissonant.
9 points of damage. Let's see. If allowed to move, failed. It must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. What is this guy's speed? 30
Oh,
feet?
right. I forgot that's the side effect. It's fine.
It
Why
will
are you
go-
running?
As it's gonna run back 30 feet.
What?
Lady, get back here. I'm glad I moved in. Imagine if I had backed up.
As you would see that those green sound waves sort of hit her eyes sort of swelling with that same magic as she looks like she's heard something terrible and breaks away and begins running backwards before the spell would slowly begin to dissipate after realizing what's happened and the damage she took thereafter. Solid action. Bonus action. Any movement we got on this turn, Smash?
Oh, I had to move 30 feet up.
Oh, was that this turn? Forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went
Does
Alright.
that provoke attack of opportunity from Titus?
No, only
Uh,
voluntary movement.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
involuntary movement, so
Yeah, I always used to forget
No.
that, and now I remember because I used to always forget. What's funny is I have a feature where if I had activated that feature, I could have still gotten an opportunity. But
Did you just say I used to not remember that, but now I remember because I used to forget? What
Yeah.
the fuck did you
now I
say?
remember that I always forgot that, and so now I remember.
What the Neville Longbottom is going on?
All right. That will close out Smash. Solid turn. That's going to bring us over to Shaq. Still watching some of these events go down, and then also noting the two Blight Hounds staring you and Valus down.
I think the Shack would run up to the blue one and like try to pile drive it.
Kill it.
Righteous
Aw.
Vest.
Kill it dead.
23.
Yeah,
Nice.
23
5
hits.
bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning. You see this thing? It's definitely been bloodied. But it's hanging in there, knowing it probably has another, one good hit left in it before it's down.
And that has to be my turn.
All right.
Question.
Well,
Is my meta magic, those only apply to, those don't apply to cantrips?
they do. They apply to cantrips or like your regular spells. So you can quicken or whatever the other one is that you got. Yeah, you can do that
Yeah.
in your cantrips as well.
I want to do a twin spell on a twin spell for my Ray of Frost on the two puppers.
Ooh, all right. I'll close out Shaq, bringing us to Valus as you're prepping up this cantrip. How many sorcery points is that?
So that I think when you cast this, let's see.
Chance, can you not do a bonus action
I see.
attack?
They didn't really want to waste it.
Because it's based on key as well.
Well, but can't you
Yeah.
just do a single one without spending key points?
I don't know, can I?
Let me see. I think so.
If you chose to attack on your turn, can't you do an offhand attack even if it's with like an empty fist?
Yes. So when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So give me one more unarmed strike there, Jack, real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just if you wanted to do 2 on your bonus action, then you need to spend a
Well.
key point.
Oh, 12 will just hit.
Yes.
Nice.
Another 5.
A
Nice.
5. How do you take out another one of these blight hounds, Jack?
After the pile driver, we'll do an uppercut. Right in the jaw and have it fall backwards.
As you uppercut it, it would begin to fall back as it would break apart from the impact, landing in large heaps of root and earth.
And then 15 feet of movement. We'll square up towards the other one.
Hell yeah. And now over to Valus, prepping up this twin spell. Go ahead and take off 1 sorcery point.
Well,
and-
the unarmed
like-
strike kind of rendered it moot. Now that our
Could you-
boy,
could you get close enough to her for it?
right? Let's see.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think so. So we'll go ahead. We'll stick to the plan. We'll take off a thing because it's a cantrip. So yeah. Let's see. 15, 20. Oh. "50 feet, because yeah, ray of frost."
Just seeing the range on. Okay, so yeah, it's exactly 60 feet. So I'm gonna be. Yeah, that's where I'll move. Select. I'll go ahead. Yeah, prime that twinned. And then do I roll 2 attack rolls or does it go off the same attack roll on the Ray of Frost?
I think we'll do 2 separate attack rolls for this guy.
2 normals. You got
Mhm. You tell me which one's for what.
it. Red boy. Sorry. First one's the puppy.
Oh, first one, a 10 will miss.
And then this one's for Mama.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Dirty 20. The hands moving in that symbiosis way, similar to Ice Knife. It's that kind of like, sideways command, but just like a different combination on the actual finger presses. And then like the right hand extends further. Then it's not like both coming out. It's like mainly the right hand shoots out the Ray of Frost. And it goes like toward the left and then toward the right. The first one missed.
Roll me that damage there for that Ray of
Oh.
Frost.
Oh. Where do I-
Just hit like Ray of Frost.
Yeah, and the little
Like on
chat
the-
window.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. In the chat. Thought I.
Like in the chat where it shows up when you roll it, that's
Huh.
where you click, like on the purple highlight of Ray of Frost there.
I see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, Ray of I'm not sure why it cast it at a higher level. You're only level 2. But we will
I
take the
clicked
7.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think it has to be the 5 because I think it's a 1d6.
No, it's a 1d8. My bad. Okay.
I'm blind.
Yeah, we'll just
I did
take
1. Should I have clicked 0?
Oh yeah, I think so. I
I
Yeah,
understand.
because it's a cantrip.
I understand. I thought
Oh,
1 was the
that's-
first. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a
7
little confusing.
damage. As that bolt goes out, 1 missing the Blight Hound, but 1 making contact. As you would see some of that frost linger and remain, as she would be, reduced movement speed.
Bayless would kind of smirk.
That's our movement action. Any bonus action?
I think I'm good. I think he's solid. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. That'll close out Valus here, bringing us to the top of her round. We'll go ahead and roll a d4. -1, so one more of these hounds will raise up from the ground.
Oh shit.
And then she will turn and look about. Only having 20 movement. That doesn't get her in great range. Guess she'll sit back. Taking a back position. She's gonna launch some blight bolts. I guess it's a 90 foot. I guess all of you guys would be in range. We'll go one over to Valus, and we'll do one over to Titus here. First one will be on you, Titus. 16.
Neat. So annoying how it keeps being 16. Okay.
Collectively taking 6 points of damage, 3 poison, 3 necrotic.
Oh.
And she's gonna take a shot towards you, Valus. Normal. 15.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, low damage, as you take 3 points collectively.
Are you trying to tickle me?
I think that's all of her bits, her 2 attacks. Yeah, that will end the Blightbringer's turn. New puppy can't do anything. The Blight Hound on you, Shaq. And it's going to take a bite towards your face. 21.
Damn.
That'll hit.
Take 2 piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
A 14.
14, staying on your feet. Let's see. I think that's it for all of the bits and bobs. That will close out their turn. Bring this over to Titus.
Bonus action. Well, I'll just go ahead and use my bonus action to second win.
Ooh, what's a second win look like for Titus?
Low heals, love it. I'm not sure. He doesn't feel very magic-y to me, so I'm just trying to think of I don't know. When I'm imagining, what's coming to mind that I can't quite nail down is the cop in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball when he's like, "That's gonna make me cry," and then he goes, "No, get back in there, tear," and then he sucks his tear back in. That's the kind of logic my brain's coming up with, where he reabsorbs his sweat and he just feels a little less tired. I don't know.
I was
love it.
imagining crazy anime logic where it's you have such control over your body that you just stop yourself from bleeding on your cuts. You're just no.
Yeah, he
I my
flexes his muscles around the cuts and he's like, "Not now."
I love it. So you heal for 4 hit points, low, but we take those.
Yeah. I feel like for him it was he plants his feet for a moment and he just Like he just breathes in like big and deep, get a whole lung full of wind, and in that moment, that flexing thing is happening. So that's bonus action, and then I think he'll go ahead and use his 30 feet to get in there.
Ooh, charge
It's
him
such a
across
shame
his
I don't have
face.
good damage. But then he'll follow up with an attack with his. He was using his maul, so I guess I'll stick with that. I mean, would I know or anything about if it's more favorable for me to use slashing or bludgeoning on this, on her frame now that I've been fighting her?
I would say you haven't noticed much of a difference.
Yeah.
While she does look like she should be wood, it is this strange, unnatural texture to it once you're sort of like up close and personal with it. It looks very odd.
This time, maybe he'll just he'll use his halberd then. Well, technically he had his maul out, and I don't have anything where he can quickly change weapons. So never mind. We'll just stick with the maul.
Fair enough.
21.
Ooh, 21 will hit.
7.
7 damage. Huge. Charging across the space very noisily in your armor and your weapons clattering.
Yeah.
But your maul landing true. 7 damage on this thing.
Yeah, I feel like he's got a bit of an almost anime style to his fighting. Like, he has that, like, twirling it around him. Like, it's a surprisingly showy sort of fighting style for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all his bits.
That will close out Titus here, bringing us over to Smash.
Running up still. That's all my movement. How beat up is everyone?
I'm down to
Quickly
12.
looking around. You're down to 12.
12 out of 19? And Chancey's taking a hit. He's taking at least 3.
Yeah,
I don't remember if he
17
got
out
any
of
health back.
17 out of 22.
Yes.
Okay. Excuse me, menu, I can't see. 60 feet. Okay. We're gonna little guitar solo one more time. Sending a bardic inspiration Valus's way. Shout out, just take a deep breath. You'll aim true.
Wow.
And then action.
Can you drop Bardic Inspiration just so I can reread it at some point?
Yeah. Yeah, that is 60 feet. Okay, good. So I'm looking at these weird wolves made of vines and tree branches and bark. Just look back at her and Titus. And, their bark is definitely worse than their bite. Vicious mockery.
I love it. That's on the Blightbringer?
Yeah.
Let's go. Wisdom save. Let me open hers. An 11 will fail.
Nice.
It's like, hey, you bitch.
We'll put that on there. Taking 2 psychic damage. And having
disadvantage on your
disadvantage.
next attack roll, bitch.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
go.
Yeah, that's huge.
Love it. I love it. The sound waves echoing out. Finding purchase in the Blightbringer. I got our movement action. Any bonus action? Oh, wait, no. I guess you did do an inspo this turn, huh?
Yeah. That's all my inspirations.
It's all the inspirations, all the bits. Solid turn. Solid turn. That will move us from Smash over to Shack. Still having one of these wolves up in your face.
We are gonna go for a knee. Unarmed strike.
Get him.
Natural
Fuck. Oh, with your knee, you just bring the head of this blight hound down and boom, sever its vine and root head from its body as it would collapse down, tossing the root and vine skull aside.
And then we'll move 15 feet over to the other doggy. And we will go bonus action, another unarmed strike.
Get him.
23.
23 will hit.
These
6
hits,
damage.
6 damage, almost getting a double kill here as you depart one, move to the other, and almost drop the second one.
That will be my turn, sir.
Hell yeah. Seeing Shaq start opening up on these hounds, bringing us over to Valus to close out the round.
Yes. Gonna do a little repeat of the first, the other one. Spend me a sorcery point. Get my meta magic going. Do another 20, twin. I'll hit the blue boy, blue pupper, and then blight lady. I'll just do a normal roll on the pupper.
19 on the pupper will hit.
And we'll say 0. Ooh.
Oh, 7. That is 1 kill as your first shot shrieks out, finding purchase.
Fuck, sorcerer is cool. 15 question mark?
15 will hit the Blightbringer.
Yo. All right, another 0. 3. Cha.
3. What does it look like as you take out one Blighthound and find contact with the Blightbringer, not ending her, but maintaining that frosty exterior you've sort of gotten on her?
Kind of even picturing like Iron Man, the way he kind of like shoots out those like blast bolts.
Shooting them out from your sort of like cupped hands almost.
Yeah.
I do also have that, just saying you can choose where you want to put your bardic.
Oh, so if you cast a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, you can use a bardic inspiration die there as well as far as the damage.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's your choice if you want to keep it to hit or if you want to add to your damage.
Oh, I'll add the damage on the blight.
Yeah, I would have
Let's
used
go.
that.
Well, it's only for a spell. I don't know if your
okay.
action the second wind.
So should I do a flat
No,
D6?
I meant
Yes. I mean, a flat D6.
Yo.
4 more damage. The Blightbringer is starting to look a little rough.
I think the main thing, just the ray of frost comes out and just Valus just has a really gritted teeth smile.
Love it. I love it. That's our action.
I'm gonna move. No, I don't think. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of reposition myself, just a touch.
Sure. Moving around the battlefield, getting a better spot, posting up next to Smash here.
Yeah.
Perfect. You're within 5 feet of me.
He would say,
Alright.
"Thanks for the assist."
Ain't no problem.
That will move us over to the Blightbringer. Start of our next round. Let's roll a d4 -1. Oh, that is one more Blighthound that joins the battlefield. On her turn, probably looking down at Titus in a fit of rage. You dare think you can stop me? And she will use two swipes of her scythe, the first one being at disadvantage. Disadvantage. Oh, a dirty 20.
Yeah, that's
Oh
the one.
no!
My body.
Collectively taking 8 points of damage.
If I hadn't healed up last round, that would have felt me.
I wanna. Can I Silvery Barb's reaction?
You can. You can. Or I think you're within the,
You
what,
didn't
like
use a spell
90.
this turn?
60.
You can still use a reaction. Even if he had
okay.
used a spell this turn.
Cool.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and do that, and give the advantage to Titus.
Do one more roll of this here scythe. A 12.
Whoa!
Woo!
Is it miss?
Ooh,
The purpose
12.
has been fulfilled.
Yes. And she will tee up with her next scythe.
Oh
A
no!
Natural 20.
My body.
Yeah. Can I Silvery Barbs?
Save me, everybody. Save
Can
me.
you?
I'm the tank.
You
You
got that
can.
shit too? Yo, this bitch hates us.
You can. You can.
I don't like that. I just
who
strum my
gets,
guitar trying to meet that scythe swing.
Smash is
Uh,
more patient than me.
Who gets your advantage? Titus already having one. Can't stack it, unfortunately.
We'll give it to Shaq.
Shaq.
Love it. Love it. As you hit some tunes, disrupting the attack. Let me go one more swing of the old scythe here.
Ow.
That is a
Yeah,
natural
it's
19.
still not a crit at least. I was
Not a crit.
destined to be hit today.
Ooh, you take 9 points of damage collectively.
Oh, more than before. It's okay. I would not have survived 2 hits. Or, yeah, like
Or
a
a
crit. That
double.
probably would have taken
Yeah.
it down. Yeah.
I'm not within range.
Damn, I said a
Alright.
double. Now I kind of want like a burger. Titus, don't judge me.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
All right. This guy freshly summoned cannot do anything. That's all the bits she has. And it will close out the Blightbringer, bringing us over to Titus.
Lady, you almost killed me. Um. Yeah, I guess I can't use. Okay, so he'll go ahead and defensive. He'll use his bonus action to enter Tunnel Fighter stance.
Oh, nice.
And that whole doing an offhand, that's only a monk thing, right? That whole thing we talked about.
Correct.
Oh, and I already used my bonus. Right, yeah, so okay. And then he'll follow up with a hit from his maul. Mark. 17?
17 will hit.
Woo!
Ooh.
Whew, 9 damage. The Blightbringer is not looking great.
That's what I got.
All right, all right. To close out Titus's turn. That will bring us over to Smash here. So we cut over to our little dragonborn folk next to Valus, watching Titus just still squaring up against this giant, bark-skinned demon woman.
I only have one spell slot. I can still. I do still have that. Shit really goes down. Okay. Alright. We're gonna strum something a little bit softer. As a nice healing word goes out to Titus.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Bonus action.
Little soft rock melody.
Sorry to bring this up. Didn't Titus have advantage?
Oh, you're right.
He did roll me one more. See if we maybe would have got a crit on that one.
That's
No.
Oh,
so funny.
dirty 20. The game
Fucking
mocks us.
tease. Yeah, literally.
I'm not bothered. But I
And
can't
it-
add my bardic inspiration to the damage, right? That's only for spells.
Correct.
Correct.
Magical inspiration. Okay, yeah. Cool.
And the advantage from silver barbs must be used immediately.
It's your next attack.
Yes, your next
Got it.
attack roll, ability check, or
Copy.
saving throw, I think.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
chronological.
Okay. Healing word. And then.
That one's going over to you, Titus, getting 6 hit
Thank
points
you.
back.
Yay. Then we're gonna. Vicious mockery one more time. Blight bringer, more like the blight haver. Look at you, you're falling apart. Oh, yeah, that wasn't so great. One psychic damage.
Just 21. She will
She-
succeed.
She's like, the
She's-
fuck do you say?
She is enraged. Your enchanted tunes not finding purchase.
Look, I'm not a comedian, okay?
I love it. I love it. Any movement here from Smash?
Yeah, we'll scoot up. We'll get over here. And end my turn.
End our turn. It's gonna close out Smash and bring us over to Shaq.
We're gonna use 35 feet of movement to move up with Titus. You guys need to take care of the dog.
What?
With pleasure.
And we'll go for some spinning windmill kicks.
Don't forget your advantage.
Hell yeah. Hey, do you have advantage on your first one?
15.
15 will hit.
Yeah.
8 damage. Ooh.
Then we will bonus action last flurry of blows for 2 unarmed strikes.
Get her. 19 will hit. 5 more damage. Give me your last unarmed strike.
Oh,
Oh. A 9 will miss as the
Oh,
Blightbringer barely clings on to life.
You know what it is? Your fist went through a part of her that would have been there if she wasn't so fucked up. It's like falling off. And he punched through a hole that you gave her. I'm just playing.
yeah, that'll be it for me.
All right. That will close out Shaq as he charges up, calls out to the comrades to take care of the hound as he lays into this giant figure. Bringing us to the last of this round, over to Valus.
Moving a little closer. Gonna do the same thing. Lock and load that beautiful twin. What is it called again? Twin spell. Use the
Twin
sorcery
spell.
point. We're gonna hit the pupper first. 17 quits.
17 will hit.
Boo!
1 damage on the hound.
Hi-ya! Well, it'll still slow him. That's a good thing. Though.
Yeah, still slowed.
All right, and then next on Blightbringer, 12. Booey, fuck.
12 will just miss.
Ah.
As she has an AC of 13.
Escape this time. We'll see how long you fare. But yeah, and then let's see. Actually, how far? 35. If I've slowed him, I'll actually use the rest of my movement to kind of creep up by this tree. Cool. And I end my turn.
Beautiful. All right. Moving up to our next round, I should say. The Blightbringer. Now finally having some people up close. She is going to bring in both of her arms as she sort of claws them around her chest. As she would let out a banshee-like scream, and with it, boom, a surge of blight energy, a wave pulses off of her. She will use Blight Wave.
Oh.
As it's a 20 feet. I don't think anyone else has got in it. Doggo is good. Yeah, it's just you guys. As I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Ooh.
19 and a 15 both will succeed, taking half damage. So it would be, oh yeah, it's right there. 9, so half to both of you taking 4 damage. And thankfully not being poisoned.
If it was 9, I would have fallen.
Expelling that out, the Blightbringer will bring up her long vine arm, and she'll take her first swing at you, Titus.
Why me? What have I done? Ah!
22.
There it is.
You take 7
I'm
points
down.
collectively.
Oh. I crumble like a can, like a grocery cart of empty cans.
I was about to say, what does it look like as this thing makes contact, Titus, and the lights go out?
I feel like Titus is the type of guy where like you can see the damage, but it doesn't look like it's bothering him. And then once he tips over that point, he just drops. Like there's no signs, and then he's just like, gone. I feel like it's probably the same when he drinks too. He's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna black out," and you're like, "What?" And then he's on top of you. He's falling.
That's great.
Titus.
He's just a ragdoll of limbs and awkward
Like,
weapons.
oh, that's not good.
As you all would see Titus fall, That long vined arm will turn and spin, moving towards you now, Shaq, as it's gonna take a scythe swing towards you with a natural
Oh.
20.
Oh my god.
I don't have any more spell slots.
Oh.
Ditto.
Well,
As you collectively take, is that 5? So 13. You take
13.
13 damage.
oh no, no! I had exactly 13 hit points.
Oh,
But wait,
oh, that's right.
That's
Relentless
perfect.
endurance. What does this look like
Oh.
from you, Shaq, as your relentless endurance kicks in?
I think she like same thing that happened to Titus. She just like brings that up and just slams Shaq into the ground, and he like crumples. But then all of a sudden, like you don't think he's gonna get up, and he just like hurries and like does that kick flip back up,
Nice.
swaying really really heavily though.
As you remain on your feet, the Blightbringer probably screeches in your face, enraged. The Hound is going to run over to you, Shaq, and it's going to try to take a bite at you. Oh, and it does have advantage because of his pack tactics.
Oh,
Oh, please.
no!
Oh,
miss.
Hey.
Oh, as you manage to dodge the bite from this blight hound. Jack staying on his feet, maintaining the front line. Moving over to Titus. Can I get
Oh.
one death saving throw?
I don't get to use
Eek.
Bardic Inspo on this, right?
No.
I don't think so.
What the heck?
That's a good question.
Oh,
9. That will be one failed death saving throw. And that will bring us over from Titus over to Smash.
My boy, he's on the ground.
Put me back in, coach.
Go run up. And with this one, he doesn't even. He's like thrown, or like slung the axe back on his, back to his back, just kind of slinging it, with the harness, I guess, that's like wrapped around him.
Mhm.
Because the way I'm gonna be casting this, I can do it without a spell slot.
Oh.
Gift of the Metallic Dragon.
Using your draconic healing.
As he runs up, almost like sliding in, on his knees, just grabs Titus's head real quick and like just starts breathing in at him.
I love it. I love it. Like
Mouth
a few
to mouth.
sparks, a little bit of flame kicks out maybe at times.
Yeah.
Big 10 healing coming over to Titus.
You gotta get up, buddy.
Thank you. Come up. What?
Bash Bros reunite.
I think that's all I can really do this turn. So that's an action. I'm out of Bardic Inspiration. Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll close out Smash. Bringing us over to Shaq, still on his feet, but bloody and bruised.
No Shaquille.
A 13 will just hit.
Yes.
7 bludgeoning. How does Shaq put down the Blightbringer here in this beautiful, almost picturesque cemetery.
Yeah.
We lose your mic, Chancey?
So he
Oh, there you go.
kicks himself up, spits out some blood, and after he dodges the thing, he does another spin kick, and it hits her right in the I guess where her rib area would be.
Mm-hmm.
Just collapsing it in.
As you find purchase, your heel making contact as you spin around and caving in the chest, you would see this exhale of green, noxious gas begin to emanate from the large chest wound. No, it's not complete. As her body begins to wither and break down, the same gas beginning to pour from both her nose, her mouth, and eyes and ears. And she would scream her final shouts, and she would collapse in on herself, the Blightbringer being vanquished here in this place.
And then Shaq would collapse.
Does the pupper
Oh,
die
God.
with her?
It would. Not but a half moment later, that same noxious gas would emanate from this thing's mouth as it would choke and sputter on it, convulsing for a moment before collapsing into a heap of, debris.
Let's go team.
Wait, you didn't drop to 0, right? You're just like
No, yeah, just mechanically, I think that because that should have taken him down. I think that after the relentless endurance wears off, he kind of just collapses again.
I just wanted to make sure that wasn't part of relentless endurance, like you go
No.
down after a turn or something.
Not bad, Orc.
Oh, yeah, that was a close one.
I'm curious what's going on with this tree, though.
Yeah, Titus wants to look too.
As both of you move over, give me perception, investigation, nature, or even arcana. Honestly, it seems like a big list, but any one of those.
I think it's a tree.
It's definitely a tree.
Yeah, to both of you, it's just this large, again, almost like bonsai style tree. Its trunk is incredibly large and most of its upward angle, but it would twist about its branches, moving in very random yet almost very angular sections with these large clusters of peach colored leaves. As you two are both inspecting it, you would see a face sort of half emerge from the bark, almost as if it's emerging up from the trunk. Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's
Whoa,
a
whoa,
talking
whoa.
tree.
What do we have here? My name's Valus. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Astra, and I'm not a talking tree. This tree's just my home.
Oh, a talking house.
Oh, are you one of those dryads I've heard about?
I am a dryad. I've safeguarded this glen for a long time.
Oh,
Well,
guessing the Blightbringer was trying to disrupt that.
Yes, she seemed very upset, very perturbed. I didn't even want to give her the time of day, but she threatened the tree, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And then, well, all of you showed up.
yes, why did she target you?
She was saying something about needing my power, and needing to reinstate the green as the dominant force, and She's someone who has a jaded view on the balance, thinking that the green should be in charge, but that's neither its place nor its desire. I'm assuming she wanted the power I hold, my family's power.
By sucking it out of the tree, or by she was trying to kill you, or what is?
I know not what twisted means she wanted it or how she would gain it, but these were the words she spoke before you all ended her existence.
Oh yeah, we smashed her up.
Again,
So-
you have my thanks.
Are there others like you in this tree, or?
No. I am the only dryad here in this glen. Some of my distant relatives, they are in other parts of this very large forest. I watch over this corner.
Hmm. And you weren't able to like ask them for help when this light creature approached your glen?
This all happened very abruptly.
Hmm.
I would suppose I could ask for help. It would take some time, and I would be afraid of what she would do if I were to leave my home here.
Ah, understood. You would have had to leave, I see. Well, at least you're safe now.
Yes, and again, you all have my thanks. As the face would recede back into the bark, unceremoniously ending the conversation.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, bye.
Not a chatty one, that.
Shax's
Well, she
probably
said
like,
she's not a talking tree.
Hmm. You know, you got a point there.
with that, our scene will pan back. As I think that's where we'll take a little bit of a break.
Good job, everyone.
Yay, we beat the encounter.
Nice
That
work.
That was scary.
Good
Almost
job.
lost two of you.
Good job.
Right.
We had some clutch numbers in there. Like the fact that so few dogs were summoned, that could have been very different.
That's
Mhm.
Yeah,
true.
dude. Oh, yeah.
These dogs were annoying.
I mean, there were like 3 rounds where it summoned one in a row.
It's
Kept getting in
nutty.
my way. And I was like, if I don't fight the dogs, then they're gonna try to eat the casters.
Yep.
We appreciate you. Appreciate you.
I just like I figured that you have better chance of handling multiple enemies in a turn. All I can really do is like latch on to Big Patty and keep her from running away.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have effective damage this fight.
Oh, I mean, you guys did great. Like as a unit, you guys all fucking killed it.
I agree. I think we like how it played out felt like we've been together a while, even if kind of just winged it as players.
I had to use all of my resources.
So I have one more source.
Well, it was the boss fight, guys. I would hope you did. Jeez. I had a Bardic Inspiration left on the table and it hurt. I really didn't have opportunity to use it though.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, everyone say bye to Craig. He'll come back when
Bye,
we
Craig.
come back. Bye,
Bye,
Craig.
Craig. I forgot he was here.